Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I can add an assignment in my Google Classroom and what that would look like from the student's perspective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to my Add Assignment button. I'm going to create an assignment. I'm going to title this Writing Prompt 1. I don't want to have a due date on this, so I'm going to click the due date and hit the X so that it marks that I do not have a due date. Then I need to attach the document that has the actual assignment on it. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive. And from here I can look through and I can see that Writing Prompt 1 is a choice here. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now, I have it marked as students can view file, but I want each student to have a copy. So I'm going to use my drop-down menu and make a copy for each student. I'm assigning that just to my training class. I do have some other options in here, but my training class is the only one that needs this assignment. And now, if I wanted to delete this assignment for any reason, I would use this button right here, but I'm going to go ahead and assign that. So my assignment is here, Writing Prompt 1, and this is, again, from my teacher view. Here's my emails up here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it will look like from a student view. So I'm going to go ahead and have a student add my Google Classroom with a class code. And then they're going to go ahead and hit that join button. If I were a student, that's how I would get into a class. So now this is from the student view. It looks very similar. The student's email address is up here at the top. It says I don't have any posts yet, but down here is this gray box, and this happens sometimes in class. If you hit the Show Updated Stream button, it's going to show all the assignments that are currently available for that class. Sometimes if you've currently added something, it won't show up until you have your students click that button. So now I can see my Writing Prompt 1 assignment right here. So in order for the student to get into the assignment, they just click on the title, and it tells the student that their work, you can add or create files, or you can view it and edit your files. But all you really need to do here is go ahead and click on my Google document. And you can see that the student name is up here in the top left. That's because every student that's in this class has this writing assignment, and they're all their own writing assignments. So it's kind of a nice feature of Google Classroom. It's like handing each kid their own individual paper and their name's already on it, so that's a good thing. So here's my student's assignment, and if they were going to go ahead and answer that, they could answer in paragraph form here. That looks really nice. And then for them to turn in their assignment, there's this handy turn in button here up at the top. They could make comments if they needed to, but usually all you really need your students to do is hit this turn in button. Now it shows that the student's assignment is done right here by this green check mark. They could unsubmit the assignment if they need it back and there's not a due date attached. They can unsubmit that assignment and they could work on it. However, it's just like handing the assignment in to the teacher. Once you've handed it in, if you need it back for any reason, you have to hit this unsubmit button, and that makes it's like handing the assignment back to the student if you were using a paper classroom. So he could still go in and look at what he typed, but there's a view only now. He can't hand it in again because it's mine. I have the rights to it as the teacher. So now if the student wanted to go back and look and see if they had any grades, they would be able to click on this after it was graded and see their grades at that point. Google Classroom makes it really simple to hand assignments electronically to students and then receive them back as the teacher. So let's look at what that would look like at the teacher view at this point. Now I'm on my teacher page, and it shows that I have 1 assignment submitted and 0 people are not done with it. So if I click on my 1 assignment that's submitted, I have my student submission right here, and I would be able to add a grade right here and change the point value here. So this is just a paragraph, so maybe it would be worth 10 points. I would have to update the point value. Then I could read the student's assignment by clicking here. I would be able to make comments if I felt like that was necessary. And I can make comments directly on their assignment by using that handy comment button up at the top. The other thing I could do is I can, when I go in to grade the student's assignment, I can add comments for the student at that point as well. Now, this is pretty nice because once I've graded this and returned it to the student by using the return button, here's where I can make those private comments. And now this little wheel up here I would be able to use if I was done grading my whole class's assignments, and I could download the grades or I could copy them all to a Google Sheet. And this is a really nice feature because you can insert it right into your electronic gradebook if you use those. And it shows the students' names as well as the points that they received. All right. Thank you so much for watching.